Anybody, what's happening? We are doing a little mobile live thing. We're gonna see how this works. Beep beep. There's one of my alarms going off telling me it's time to do something. What is it time for? Oh, of course it's that. It's time to take my kratom, which involves going in the tent. All my shit's in here. Things are a little seat of the pants right now. A little impromptu. There's gonna be a little rough and tumble. I should have done this before I started, but I didn't check my alarms. I was faffing about making a thumbnail. That's okay. This will only take a second, then we'll go back outside. Okie dokie. That's handled. Let's go back outside where it's nicer. Oop. Pardon the noise, pardon the mess, pardon the disaster to the start of a stream. I forgot to take my medicine, so I had to run back in there. So I'm sure this is all sorts of noisy and awful, but there we go. We're back outdoors. Hopefully that's a little better acoustically for us. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Everything sounds all right. Everything's still plugged in. I'm doing things a little got my audio interface strapped on my back there, tucked into my back brace. But so that way we can use the good microphone instead of having to subject you to the terrors of the cell phone microphone. I don't know how much better it is. And you're still going to be getting quite a bit of shaky cam considering I'm wandering around. There are a bajillion people in the park today. So I might just kind of stay over on this trail. I don't really have anything planned here. Just kind of going live out of lack of ideas of anything else to do at the moment. It's been a rough couple of days. Alright, I'm gonna sit back down in this chair here. Whew. I probably should have just set up the tripod and everything instead of thinking, oh, I'll just have this thing set up where I can hold it and walk around. And I should have known I wasn't going to be doing a lot of holding this and walking around. Oh well. Oh, thank you, Ash. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I suppose I should post that I'm streaming in all the places. I haven't done that. I should have done that beforehand, but bit of a scatterbrain. Here, I'm gonna pop this phone out of its thing so I can put it in this holder here. There we go. Now I can kind of look at both screens at the same time a little better. I've got two phone clips on this mic stand piece. I've got my mic in here, but the iPhone I have to take out of the damn holder to put in the clip out of its case because it overheats, and the other one, if I don't take it out, my old Android, if I don't take it out, it just pops out of the clip and just falls on the ground. So it's actually more secure taking it out of the case, at least as long as I don't drop this whole thing, you know. All right, let's see, what was I doing? Let's go to YouTube's on this handset and share our streaming. Blah, blah, blah. Share. Copy link. The most boring and least interactive part of the stream, when the streamer forgets to post the stream links beforehand, of course coincides when algorithmically you have the most people popping into your stream when you first start. It's like, well, I want to let everybody that follows me know, but you end up staring off into space while all these people flip in and out, and then just are like, oh, well, you're not paying attention. This isn't entertaining. I'm going to fuck off. So, I'm trying to be slightly jibber-jabbery entertaining. Here we go. Oh man, well that's a big bummer. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she's doing okay. Oh. Okay. There's that on the blue sky. Now let's go hit all the Discord servers. I suppose it would be polite to start with my own Discord server. Me? Kinda. Not great. It's been kinda rough. Little housing insecurity, as they euphemistically call it. I'm outside of this tent right now, but I'm not even really supposed to be here. But I can get away with it for the weekend. But I'm trying to raise up money to get another hotel so I can get a shower and shit. My damn skin is not dealing well. You can see all these sores and stuff opening up on my skin. I got long COVID with all this autoimmune mess, and not being able to keep myself clean really messes it up. I need to take this damn audio interface off of my back so I can sit back. My back is killing me. Whew. Okay, I can lean back now. I had this thing tucked into my back brace so I could wear it on my back and walk around, but that didn't last but like 2 minutes. That immediately went out the window. I was like, oh man, I gotta sit down. I was originally thinking I'd walk over into the park and sit over there somewhere, but there's something going on out in the park, and I don't feel like dealing with all the random people right now. So I'm just gonna sit here. Ooh. Okay, what was I doing? Yeah, I gotta keep posting stream links places. Hello, Harsh Patel. How are you? North Carolina. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. Land of awfulness. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, well. Oh, well, thanks for that, MB. Uh, my influence reaches across the globe, huh? Australia. I'm hanging in there, harsh. Uh, Struggling, you know, neoliberal capitalism, terrors, the usual. uh, well, I'm trying to. I'm like mega disabled, right? I've got a broken spine. This the back brace I'm wearing there. I broke my back in my early 20s, and then a few years ago I got long COVID, uh, and I got like crazy autoimmune dysfunction from it, and I've got to like limit my exposure to like pollen and dirt, and like I've got to like constantly switch up what uh like foods I'm eating and stuff like that. But oh, hello Delilah, I'm streaming. Okay. Uh, but yeah. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Ash. Thanks for subbing. Um, so yeah, I'm currently homeless and having to. I've been like scrambling and bouncing around between hotels. Uh, oh yeah, it should be in the description. If you click the little uh, dots in the corner and go to description, it should have links to my Ko-Fi, Cash App, uh, and I think the Throne in there. I haven't ever actually received anything on Throne yet. I set that up recently, but uh, hold on. Yes, child. Oh, in my pocket. Yeah. Um. my 14-year-old there. Uh, they're still allowed to be staying here. I'm not really supposed to be here. Uh, but the people that ran me off aren't here right now, so I can get away with it at the moment. Well, they don't really care if I'm here during the day. They don't want me being here at night or whatever. But I was sleeping in this tent here, uh, but now it's um, my 14-year-old's staying in there, and I've been bouncing around between like hotels and sleeping in U-Hauls and all that sort of stuff. Uh, so it's been a whole thing. Uh, oh, bunny. Oh, I would turn the camera, but they went behind something and they're all the way across the yard. There's a bunch of bunnies in this yard. Uh, well, okay. Quick rundown of the sob story. Uh, in my in my early 20s, I broke my back and didn't have any health insurance, got addicted to opiates, all that sort of stuff. The cops kept messing with me, all that. Uh, and like, I ended up for like a decade laid up in bed, just like super depressed and anxious, unable to get up and do anything. I have a kid, my 14-year-old, they're in the tent here. Uh, but then when I got COVID, uh, it screwed up my autoimmune. It gave me the autoimmune disorder, which my autoimmune disorder attacks my nervous system. So the more like flared up I get, the more confused, disoriented, like aggressive, and like, yeah, gives me transient encephalitis. So my brain swells and I start, getting all disoriented and angry and blah blah blah. But yeah, while all that was going on, I was living with my dad, who was going through rapid onset dementia, and then I kept trying to get my family to come and get him into like a care home and uh, get him, the treatment he needed, the care he needed. I was living in the tent, but I've been kicked off of this property. They don't let me sleep here anymore. Yeah. But yeah, this building is the person who would call themselves my mother, but they've never acted like one. uh, for the last like 2 weeks, I've been bouncing around between hotels and or sleeping in a U-Haul, but I don't have either one of those at the moment. And part of the problem with that is trying to bounce around between the cheapest hotels you can get with an autoimmune disorder. Is I ended up in a hotel that was overrun with roaches and filthy, and it just made me so sick and just flared me up so bad. And I had to get out of there, and I uh, spent a couple nights staying in U-Hauls, but then ran out of money for those. I hope so. I'm trying to get my kids out of North Carolina. We're trying to get out to Oregon because this state just doesn't have any social services, and it's like really hostile to trans kids and everything. Yeah. So yeah. No, not yet. But yeah. But yeah, I got kicked out of here because uh, I got into it with my mom's husband over Palestine, and he was saying all this crazy racist stuff, and I called him out for being racist, and he cared more about being called racist than being racist. Uh, Thank you for that donation, MB. I appreciate it. That will help. Mm, thank you. Uh, but yeah, I'm trying to get a puppet show started. I should have brought my puppets out of the tent. And now the kids have wandered off, so I can't tell them to do it. I need to smoke. Down a bit. Ugh. Delilah, where'd you go? Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of crap on my legs. On my lap. I'm just I've got my this I had this like and I don't have my shoes on. It's just a lot of effort to get up. And my back is killing me, but not to the point that I can't walk. I've actually done a shitload of walking lately, which is kind of why I didn't want to get up. Is I've been doing a lot of walking and it's really done a number on my back and my knees. I broke my back and fucked my knees up in my early 20s doing parkour. Fell off the third story of a parking deck. Well, part of the problem is I'm really allergic to bureaucratic bullshit and in kind of like a literal way now. Like my one of the things that I react to with my autoimmune disorder are my own stress hormones. So if I start getting frustrated at something, I'll start getting like my brain will start swelling and I'll start getting like confused and disoriented and unable to function. And like I just cannot tolerate bureaucratic nonsense. So just about any sort of corporate organization, nonprofit, like anything that has a structure that is going to be stupid in some way, I'm going to butt up against and have problems with. And like this was already an issue even before my autoimmune disorder made my brain swell just because I'm an anarchist at heart and generally don't do well with doing things that don't make sense. Like I hate doing things like inefficiently or in a way that don't achieve the goal of the operation, you know. And when I see stuff like that, I will just be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's dumb. We need to do it a different way. We need to change the procedures. And you know, most organizations don't take well to that under capitalism. You know, it's like, well, no, you have to do it the way we say to do it, even if it doesn't make sense in this context. And yeah, plus all of my physical limitations, like most of the time during the day I'm trying to wear my respirator, this big chunky thing on my face. I obviously it's not really practical for while you're streaming to have a big respirator. Here, I can tuck this into the front, I think. There we go. Hold on. I'm trying to tuck this in so I can have my other hand free while I walk around. There we go. All right. Come to India, boy. If I could get to India, I probably wouldn't go to India, but I'd be somewhere other than America. We're getting this close to Operation Flee to Bolivia on foot. About to be a refugee from America. But yeah, let me see. I'm gonna grab some puppets, show you guys some puppets. People love puppets. I've been making puppets. Ugh. Let's get some of the puppets out. There's this one, this one. Where's the other box with the rest of them in it? I don't know where it went. Oop. Oh, it's over here. Hold on. I'm trying to grab these without. Since I haven't been here, the tent has become an unholy mess, of course, since it's got a teenager living in it without me. I've been trying to pop in and help clean up when I can, but teenager's gonna teenage. Okay. Vic, your face is all messed up. Okay. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Knocking stuff over. Alrighty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ugh. That was almost a disaster. Got the cords caught. Yes, this idea has occurred to me. I haven't, like, I haven't come up with any, like, solid decisions on, um, goodness gracious. What happened here? Okay, somehow ended up with one cord between my legs. Alright. Try to pick all this up. And dump it all out on the ground, of course. Oop. You guys go in there. Mallory, come here. Okay. Let's go back over here and sit down. And they all fall over right into the fucking dirt. God damn it, man. Well, he sure looks like a Sasquatch now, covered in twigs. Let's see if I can get this thing to stand up somehow. There we go. That'll do. Alright, let's try to clean you up. Yeah, I haven't, like, come to any solid decisions on, like, I don't know, like, what I should charge for, making one of these. Like, when I've been making them, it's been taking me about half a day to make one, but I've been normally making them, like, on stream, like, kind of waffling about, waiting for chat to make decisions about what we do and stuff. I could probably make them a little faster than half a day if I was just, like, given a spec sheet for a commission, you know? Uh, yeah, I just gotta decide like how much to charge. You know, like the actual materials. Well, I've got a fair amount of materials built up uh, for making them. It's just I'm always part of the problem has been I'm constantly bouncing between hotels lately, so I don't have time to, you know, sit around and make puppets. I'm like just like getting all my stuff pulled out and doing it is a whole process. And if I'm having to constantly pack it up and move to another hotel, it makes it difficult to, you know, accomplish anything. But yeah, uh, we haven't. This one doesn't have a name yet. There's supposed to be a moose Sasquatch sort of cryptid type creature. Um, Oop. This is a Mallory mastoderm in her nice little bathing suit. All right, thank you. Appreciate it, MB. Thanks for the good lookout. This is Vicky Vixen. Oh, Phineas, your boot came undone. We'll have to fix that. There we go. This is Phineas Flush and Franny Flea, his little friend. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hope everybody is doing good today. I hope you're all having a fun time hanging out watching the stream. Isn't that right, Franny? Franny, why would you say something like that? You're gonna get us demonetized. I know we're not monetized already, but you're gonna get us in trouble. Come on, watch your mouth. Seriously. Thanks. Here's Detective Carver Canis. Arr! Detective Wolf. I'm Sergeant the Stewart Stewmeat. Oh, I don't know why everybody doesn't like the police. All I do is go around and I mean, we only shot 3 dogs this week. It's not that big of a deal, you know. Like sometimes a dog just has to get shot. All right, that's all the real impressive like finished ones I have. This is a foam puppet head that's like kind of halfway finished. And I've got some the bumble buns. These little popsicle stick puppets. I've made a couple of these little guys. They're just little bunnies. Thanks. Oh, there's the other one. Here's the white one. The other bumble bun. Yeah, I was gonna try to set up like a process to like mass produce these. You know, like a procedure where I just like cut a bunch of. I already did a fair amount of it. Like I made a bunch of these like triangles for the ears. I pre-cut a lot of those, uh, and I've got a ton of the little eyes for the puppets pre-punched out of the velour paper. So that's how part of how I'm able to throw them together so quick is I did a lot of like prep work. Uh, well, I mean, they support me emotionally, but they're 14, so. Well, I have a 14-year-old and my brother's 18-year-old. I've effectively adopted, uh, but they don't have any income, so uh, yeah, that's an idea. Uh, I was trying to get a scripted puppet show going. I've got a couple of uh, voice actors and a musician and a writer that were going to work on it with me. Uh, but well, since I've been kind of scrambling the last 2 weeks, uh, haven't really had much time to like have a meeting and start planning things and whatnot. But we were gonna do like a lo-fi horror puppet show sort of thing. Well, yeah, that's what I was talking about doing is getting the scripted show going. I've been so like kind of brain scrambled lately. I haven't been able to uh, I've been struggling with like concepts with like coming up with ideas for like videos and whatnot. That's why I was bringing in a writer and some other voice actors. Is I'm okay with like short bits of improv by myself, like those little bits you saw there, but I can't really sustain it solo for more than like a minute or two, and I'm also not good at rapidly switching like back and forth between voices. Like, so I need someone else to bounce off of operating the other characters if we're gonna do something live, or I need to have a script where I can like record all the parts for this character, then record all the parts for that character. You know, uh, it's just I can't. It doesn't really work for me to just like improv, like have one puppet in one hand and one in the other, and switch voices and go back and forth. My brain just I can't do it. It just doesn't work for me. I can improv with a puppet as long as I'm reacting to somebody else. If I have somebody else that I'm like talking to, uh, like I've done a couple of streams sometimes with the puppets, uh, and where like the puppets will be on camera and reacting to chat, and that works pretty well sometimes. Uh, as long as chat's like popping enough to keep it rolling. But um, yeah, it's generally I've got to stick with like one character. Uh, and the kids try to help some, but they've got their own interests and whatnot. Uh, and they don't really have the kids aren't really as uh, they're not entertainers like I am. They don't naturally want to jump in front of the camera and be like, "Hey, blah blah blah," you know. And it's like I don't really want to try to force them into a role that doesn't really like naturally suit them. You know, they're more of a. I mean, they're great with like uh, doing crafting and stuff, and Delilah's good with video games and whatnot, and they sort of have some interest in it. Ghost is kind of into it. I don't know. They just don't seem to really be like too thrilled with the idea. Uh, they're more in like the Delilah's more interested in like video game streaming, which is just really not my space. Like I'll sometimes watch video game streams, but I'm entirely not paying attention to the game. I'm just like chatting with the streamer, you know? Like they will start saying things about the game and all of a sudden we'll be like, "Oh yeah, you are playing a video game, aren't you? I was just talking with you about whatever else." But yeah, I don't really watch video game streams or uh, do gaming content that much. I have thought about maybe doing some like uh like tabletop role playing sort of stuff. Like I do like that sort of stuff. That's fun. I could maybe go for doing some TTRPG. I mean, we could do the TTRPG thing with the puppets. We could have puppets playing D&D or probably an indie TTRPG. I don't really I'm so over Wizards of the Coast at this point. Really not feeling the D&D these days. I've been wanting to play a game of You Awaken in a Strange Place though. We should get that. We got to find someone to be our fourth. Oh, we should have done that the other day while Ghost Friend was over here. Oh, that's fine. Thank you for hanging out, Kay. It's been nice having you here. Thank you for hanging out, listening to me ramble. if I can prop this up a bit better. Oop. That didn't really, well, that didn't turn out well. Just knocked my microphone loose. Sorry for the horrific noises coming out of there, I'm sure. Man, this just doesn't want to sit the way I want it to. This will have to do. I'm just screwed over. There. All right, thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. Turn that down there. Stick these guys here so you're not staring into my crotch. Hello. Oh yeah, you like Vicky? This is Vicky Vixen, one of my puppets. And this here. Get out of the way, fuzzy head. This is Phineas Flush and Franny Flea. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. Say hello to the people, Franny. Franny, watch your mouth. I told you before, you're gonna get us demonetized, huh? Come on now, that's not cool. Don't talk about our viewers that way. That's inappropriate. Come on, these are very lovely people who tuned in to have a good time. They don't need to hear you disparaging their ancestry that way. That's terrible. Come on. All right. We got Stuart Stew Meat. Hello, I'm a pig, and I work for the police department. I go around, and what I do is I find homeless people, and I kick them. Yep, that's my job. Mm-hmm. It. Yes, yeah, I made all of these. These are all of my original creations. I'm considering starting to make and sell them. I don't not sure how much one would charge for such objects, but I am also trying to get a scripted puppet show together with them. I've got some folks working on it with me. We've got Ruby Rockatansky doing music. We got uh, Levi L. Winters helping out with the script. We got um, Nervous Hair and Grunkle Tia doing some voice acting. But it's kind of up in the air at the moment because I am the puppeteer with all of the puppets, and I'm homeless and bouncing around between hotels. So it's kind of hard to uh, maintain a production schedule when I keep ending up randomly outdoors. Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Man, I don't have a functioning lighter. Where are the kids at? Hey, where'd you leave the lighter? Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? We don't have a lighter to smoke our pipe. It's a disaster, everybody. We're doomed, we're doomed. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna have to rub two sticks together and start a fire? I don't want to rub two sticks together and start a fire. My hands will get chapped. Okay, it might be in here. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna disentangle myself from the apparatus here. Okay. So I can go in there without having to pick you up. Get off of my shoe cord. Here, Vic. Uh, uh I was trying to say, keep the people entertained, and you immediately try to turn around and run away from your responsibilities. Just like you. You too, Stuart. Will you stand up here and be entertaining for the people? No. Whatever. I'll be right back. We return, bumping things into the microphone. It's a disaster, disaster. Alright, this doesn't need to be there. Let's stick you just down there. Alrighty. Have I lost you all? Has everybody buggered off while I wandered off to get my lighter? This would be an opportune time to try some slick ventriloquism shit. Having the puppet talk while I smoke, except I don't know how to do none of that, and my throat's already sore, so I'm not gonna try to teach myself right now. It is, however, time for a dabber. A little dabble do ya, dabba dabba do ya, a little dabble do ya good. I don't know what I'm doing. God, that thing's got all sorts of reclaim leaking out of it. Do I have a rag on me? No. Great. Nothing to wipe this off. Great. Ugh. Okay. Who does disturbs me? That didn't work. That didn't succeed in doing anything other than making my throat more sore. Oh, I really need to purge those more. Who enters my domain? What answers do you seek? didn't really work either. It's hard to direct a thick cloud when you're outdoors. Um, okay. Thank you, I guess. A bit late. A bit. But I'll take it. A very merry birthday to us, to us. A very merry birthday to us, to us. I don't know the rest of the words to the song, but I think we'll make something up. A very merry birthday to us, to us. Stuart, you have lost a shoe. Terminal shoe detachment has occurred. Let's get more characters upon the stage. Okay, Stuart, since you don't want to be up here, you'll be. You'll have Detective Carver standing on your head. That'll work. How's it going, everybody? Oh, hey, Kay. Welcome back. Glad to have you. The gang is all here. Sort of. I keep trying to like rearrange it so they're all in frame, but it kind of works. Mm, there we go. That's better. Sort of. That'll do. Good enough. Where did my... Oh, spine, it hurts. Oh. Woo. Pardonne-moi. Je ne vois pas. Il entend pas How goes he? I should be doing some sort of patter to draw the crowd in, I know, but instead, I'm smoking my pipe. Oh, I should. Oops. How is everybody doing today? Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. High energy for everybody. High energy. Ah, my throat is really bothering me today. Ha. how's it going, everybody? I need to make a new little finger loop for Franny here. Oh yeah, Franny, you do love it when you get fingered, huh? Yeah, I know. I heard you last night in there with all of those roaches, huh? Oh yeah, don't like you. Don't act like you don't know. You don't like it. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Oh man, I keep getting these pains in my gut. Whoop, I'm spacing out. Uh, Off in outer space. Mm. I know what I need. I need caffeine. Let's summon the children. Hey, can you bring me a glass of ice? Let's see if these kids actually show up. It's about 50-50 if they check the messages. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You never know. Sometimes you send a message and they respond to it 3 days later as if you just sent it. They got timestamps, kids. You can see when this happened. You gotta have some more situational awareness, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Franny. You wouldn't be aware of a hamster if it was under your ass. That's exactly what I'm saying. You say things all the time as if I'm not here. You just constantly running your mouth with your empty-headed thoughts, saying all these horrible, despicable things that, like, most people most people wouldn't say when they're in front of somebody else. But you just open your mouth and yeah, exactly. That is what I'm talking about. Come on, Franny. You can't be saying things like that. What are you doing? Uh, wow. 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 I cannot believe she just said that. Live on YouTube. Do you see that, Franny? That is a camera. That's a camera. And you said that live on the internet. Do you believe that? Do you believe that, folks? The things that come out of this flea's mouth. You like I won't even repeat them. I could shock and terrify you. I could shock you and terrify you, but I won't do it. I'm not going to even let those things pass out of my lips lest they be clipped out of context. That's a common thing. Franny, she just says them like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. I mean, can you believe this? I can't believe it. What about you? Do you believe this? I don't believe this at all. This is ridiculous. Freddie, that is illegal in 7 countries to say that. Like, come on. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? We're gonna get the channel banned from YouTube. You can't be opening your mouth like that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to get you removed from my back here. I'm gonna have to surgically cut off your little pieces of paper that clip you on it so you can wiggle around on my back. See that we're gonna have to get it taken off. Like, if you're gonna be saying horrible, offensive things like that, I cannot be having you around. Don't talk about that in public. Look, okay, okay. Uh, Listen, we'll talk about it later. Okay, yeah, okay, folks. Anyways, lovely weather we're having here, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Hmm. Well, uh, nothing of note occurring here. I think I will just be going upon my lovely way. Thank you. Goodbye. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. Do 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 do. I'm hitting this. How long have we been going? 88 minutes. An hour and a half. That's not bad. getting that sore throat thing at the back of your throat from like allergen agitation, I guess. Do 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 do. Uh. Do, do, do. Oh man, come on, kids. Whew. Well, I think this is pretty much stalled out. Uh, there's not a lot of algorithmic action occurring on this stream. Nobody's popping in, nobody's popping off. Uh, but I guess I'm gonna go and try to figure out some food. Appreciate it, everybody.